Genius, genius, genius.
Welcome on the platform of Genius Institute Lahore. My dear friends, my name's NA Saqib. I'm your IELTS and spoken English trainer. Dear friends, today my lecture's topic is all about IELTS speaking linkers. These are important signposts and the pillars of your communication in part 1, part 2 and part 3. You know, the part 1 is basic and part 3 is advanced. So accordingly, I have certain linkers, phrases or sentence structures which can help you out in acquiring good band scores. So let's get started. These words and natural phrases actually help the examiner to follow your ideas and your stories. Now, the first thing is adding more information. In your sentences, actually when you are speaking in part 1, part 2 and part 3, sometimes you have to add information. And what are the words which can be used for adding information are and, also, as well as, another thing is. Now you are adding information. I'll give you one example of and. My friend is intelligent and hardworking. You are actually adding information with the use of and. Right. Now the second one is time phrases. Now, at the moment, at present, and right now. Let's use one of them in a sentence. For example, right now or at present, I'm free after my examination. Then the third one is expressing ideas. I think one important thing is I guess, I suppose, I dare say. I dare say the main difference is I dare say the main difference is education and training. I'm going to give one example from each category. The main difference is, I think one important thing is the countries should spend more and more on education sector. All right. The next one is causes and solutions. I guess it's because dash dash dash. The main reason is it was caused by, the best way to deal with is. Now I will give you the example. For example, I guess that it's because of illiteracy. It's because of lack of education. For example, the main reason is illiteracy. The main reason is poverty. The main reason is ignorance. It was caused by ignorance. It was caused by poverty. It was caused by illiteracy. The best way to deal with the pandemic is to follow SOPs. The best thing to deal with the pandemic is to follow SOPs. Now, for giving examples, number 1, for example. Number 2, for instance, such as, unlike. You can give an example accordingly. So, I would like to give you a gift on your birthday, a gold ring, for example, or you can add any example of your own choice appropriately when you are speaking about some idea. All right, the next one is being clear. Number 1, I mean is, as I was saying, these are two important, structures. I mean is, what I mean is, the government should focus their attention on healthcare and education. What I mean is, or as I was saying, education plays a significant role in the development of the nations. Right, contrasting and concession with the use of but. Everybody else was there, but ABC was absent in the party. On the other hand, while and although. You can use all these words or some of them in your conversation. The first part is actually, you can use although, for example. Although my brother is married, yet he's happy. Funny, isn't it? So dear friends, you can use all of these expressions or some of them as per the requirement of your speaking test. For example, the part 1 is a dialogue. It's the examiner and the candidate who are having conversation. Part 2 is the monologue. The student has to speak for at least 2 minutes continuously. Over there in that presentation, you can use some of the valuable structures, sentences or phrases or linkers in your part 2 presentation. And part 3 is once again a conversation. It's a dialogue, it's a discussion, detailed discussion. So some of the expressions, some of the linkers can be used in your part 1, part 2 and part 3 respectively. So I hope it would have added into your information. I'm going to see you with another uploaded video. Until then, God bless you all and take care of yourself.
To be here, it